There has been a simple script that's been handed to every single one of us since we were young. You grow up, you work hard in school so you can get into a good college or university. You work hard in university so you can get a good degree, and you get your degree so you can get a safe corporate job. Once you're there, you stay. You stay and stay until you've worked your whole life away for a house you'll never buy. That's at least the promise that I've felt sink in a way recently that's had me thinking. Forgive me for my somber tone, but for the last 4 years, I've followed this script verbatim. Recently, I graduated, and in my final semester back in August last year, I was working 4 days a week in my professional role during an intensive university semester for 2 days on the side. Essentially, I was working 6 days out of 7 days a week, and it was exhausting. Currently, at the time of recording, it's the Thursday before my time back at work on the Monday. I've had 2 or 3 weeks off, and it's actually been really nice, although a little bit disorientating. It's been the first time in literal years of my life that I can sit back with no pressure. Nothing to worry about, no serious deadline to hit, all because I'm done with education. I mean, there's still masters that I could do, but is it worth it? My graduation is in a few months' time. I'm already full time, and I'm sitting back thinking, is this it? All I bought was not a dream, but a subscription to an office desk space. The good thing is, I'm getting paid to do that. That's exactly why I spent the last over 13 years of my life studying education. Alright, I'm gonna get into the little serious bits. Now that I actually have your guys' attention, I'm gonna cheer up a little bit. It's not all doom and gloom. I'm actually really, excited for my life ahead of me. I'm just in the process of figuring that out again. University education has been a big part of my life, and I've finally completed it, and now that I don't have it, I'm already reminiscing it. There were great parts, there were bad parts. The greatest part of my degree, I did a double degree actually. The greatest part was that it was all assessments, not a single test I had to face. I'm sure in different disciplines this would be entirely different, but I chose a double degree that was tailored to my needs, and tests stress the hell out of me. Alright, so let's start with this real idea of cost, and the fallacy it may provide, and the potential declining value of your degree. Earlier, many years ago, a degree was sought after. You get your degree, you get a job. Times have changed, everyone has led to believe this dream, and you work your ass off to get a degree, but you look like every other damn soul out there. I got a business degree, please hire me. I'm a lawyer, please hire me. I'm a media analyst, please hire me. Everyone is looking the same. How do you even differentiate yourself in a terrible job market climate? Myself, I got lucky. I found an internship while I was studying. It was the perfect gig to get. I'd worked an internship before, but before that, first, second internship, I was doing sales. I was tutoring kids. It's this entry-level experience that is a bit of a paradox. You require experience to get an entry-level job. How do you get the entry-level experience if you need entry-level experience to get that job? That's a whole other story. But this idea of cost, let's circle back to cost. Sorry for that corporate jargon, it's getting to me. This idea of cost is that my debt, I'm gonna be brutally honest, it is over $50,000 in debt. I'm not gonna state the exact amount. It's terrible. Australia has HEX debt. We get to borrow from the government. The government loans us. We get to pay it off later once we reach a certain salary threshold. There is no interest on the loan for our education. There is rising inflation rates, so it gets indexed to inflation. The real challenge here is, will you ever pay that HEX debt off? I don't know how other systems work. You guys are welcome to comment in the comments below of how your systems work. But for us Aussies, These hex stacks can climb and climb and climb, but it is a great point of accessibility for those who want to get into university. Okay, so rewind into is it worth it? It's been worth it for me. I genuinely think that. I have secured a full-time job. I will eventually, hopefully, pay back my debt. And I feel like I have, again, learned a lot because I want to be there. And you get to meet so many like-minded people who just want to study. That's my honest take. It's short, but that's what I think. If you work the degree, you get into the industry you want, and who knows where the hell you will go from there, mind you, you get a job out of it in the corporate world. And I think that's exactly what I strive for. And I think that false myth of the devaluing of a degree education, like you learn a lot of skills from it, and it's a great piece of education. It's a great milestone to have as well. I think it's important to have those center point keystones of direction in your life, and university has been a very clear point of direction for me. So what else about university? Well, let's think about the university lifestyle versus reality. There has been a very stark contrast between university, my friends who didn't go to university, and the corporate world. I'm going to break this into almost 4 sectors. I'm going to start off with the university life. The lifestyle has been perfect for me. For the past 4 years, I have roughly chosen my subjects. My course outline gives electives I can choose, and you can take from there. It's been great because I have had no assessments, and I think the best thing is friends. Not everyone's going to make friends, but I certainly made a few along the way. And the diverse amount of people you meet from all around your city, all, from wherever in the world, exchange students as well, you get to meet people. And I just really enjoyed that experience. The social aspect, I was introverted in high school. I felt like I was a nerd, part of the nerd group. Social gatherings, events, balls, it's been fantastic. What I will say is that there is certainly an element of drama in university. Some people don't grow up. I have found that there has been high school-like drama in university. I have lost friends from the mistakes that I have made and from the mistakes of others. And I think there is a blend of just this understanding that you are not going to get along with everyone and everyone is not going to get along with you. And you end up with the friends you truly care about. But the most important thing is that you treat others with respect and kindness, no matter your differences. You'll have times in group projects where it's a bit tough. But yeah, you got to remain true to yourself, true to others, and be a respectful person. So the university life, it's structured. I like that. It's semi-structured because you get to choose your times. You can go in. Some classes offer online alternatives. The lecturers you meet as well, the friends. I think that's great. The second part that I want to talk about is the trade life. In Australia, we have TAFE for your trades. Here's my another honest opinion. I think trades are becoming incredibly valuable in this day and age. Sure, AI might replace white collar jobs, but blue collar jobs, electricians, plumbers, bricklayers, we are going to need physical labor for many years to come. I have a friend in high school who pursued a trade in the marine industry. I think he is a fantastic guy, and he earns so much more than me at the moment. Don't get me wrong, it is a tough gig, but for the age he is right now, and the environment, right, he has learned so much. I think he's one of the most mature people that I actually know, and he didn't go to university. So that proves a point that I think trade is an entirely sort of separate realm, but it's not a different world. It's just a different path. Another option is to do neither a trade nor a university degree and to sort of work in retail, hospitality. I think that is an exceptionally reasonable pathway to take, considering you can sort of work up. Maybe you want to be a top Michelin star chef. You want to open your own lifestyle business, like a cafe. You want to, work your way up to be a sales manager. I think that's all perfectly reasonable. There is no right way to live life. I just chose to do a degree. The final sector that I want to discuss is the corporate world. It is the transitioning stage of my life at the moment. I've been working for a couple months. It's a whole different world. You have to play by the game of generating revenue. of corporate politics and whatnot. But the hard truth is that my degree got my job. And yeah, it's what I'm learning at the moment, and it's the path that I'm on. So, where do I want to finish this off? Well, the degree got me the job gives me the money, but the money is what I'm using to buy my way out of the path. I love this idea of financial freedom. Financial independence. I want to achieve that. Investing in stocks, setting up buckets. My next steps are to understand what my next steps are. I had a goal setting video based on that, which you can watch. I'll put it in the description or something. And essentially this year, I want to really hone in on what my sole mission is as an individual. I know it is to create, to bring and spread joy to others, to tell stories. Thank you guys for joining me on the journey. In the end, a university degree for me was worth it. I enjoyed it. It was great. It was tailored for what I needed, and I got a double degree out of it and a job. Again, thank you guys for making it through the video. Thanks for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm going to try and respond. Alright, I'm signing off.